Good afternoon, YouTube, and good evening to those on the East Coast and the Midwest time zones, and to California, Nevada, Arizona. Would be still afternoon, and it's getting towards 6 o'clock here. Slept a little late today. I've been up watching Street. Last night was a little bit frightening. I had to call the fire department because I was cooking some meat on my stove, and I all of a sudden I heard my smoke detector go off. I mean, I must have left the burner on. I have an electric stove, but I must have left the burner on, and my house was filled with smoke, and I didn't realize it until I just couldn't breathe. I was coughing like insanely, and I couldn't stop coughing. I was really sick, actually, to my stomach, and my smoke detector was just going off like a fire alarm or something, and so I just went outside. I had to open the front door. I don't even know how to open the front windows to my apartment. It's pretty hard to do. I am on the ground floor, so I was able to just open my door, leave the fire extinguisher to hold it open, but my cat loves to run outside, and that frightens me because there are wild animals out here. I do monitor him, so he won't go far, and he will run back in when he's tired of running around outside. But that was pretty scary last night for me. I mean, the smoke was thick. I mean, it's happened once or twice before, but the smoke had been so thick. I mean, I don't know if that could have killed me with smoke inhalation. There was no fire, but the burner had just, I left it on for some reason. I was doing something else, and while I was waiting for the meat to cool down so I could put it on some hamburger buns. So it was pretty scary. It really was. I did end up calling the fire department. They didn't seem to care too much. They said there was nothing they could do to get out all that smoke. They said, please open your door or your window. I said I couldn't open my... I mean, I was just hacking away on the phone when I had it on speaker, and I was just hacking away when I was talking to the fire department. And it seems like they were just pretty lax, not or whatever. They just didn't care that much. I mean, I don't know what they could do really, but I mean, there was no fire. There was just a hell of a lot of smoke, and it was almost like there had been some kind of small fire in there. I only experienced that once before in my parents' home back in suburban Chicago, where something was left on the stove, and it just it filled the kitchen there in Chicago with smoke, and it just was, you just can't breathe. I mean, you just start coughing and coughing, and it's not a smoking or vaping cough, it's a real painful cough. So, to go outside and smoke a cigarette was really all you could do, because I had to go outside. I couldn't breathe. It was burning my eyes, and really burning my eyes, and really making me cough. So, with all this being said, I'm okay. I finally got rid of the smoke. I had the door open long enough, and my cat did go outside, but I was able to get him back in the house. I was also worried about him. I don't want him breathing all that heavy smoke. So, it really, really scared me. But I'm okay. I had come over here to my favorite spot on the stairs last night, talked to my dad on the phone, and he did not want to go to Nambe today, so obviously I didn't go. I'm just really getting frustrated and sad. I'm reading news articles online about how people, I mean, I do not want to spread any virus to anyone, especially don't want to put my parents at risk. People are just getting, I mean, the economy is hurting here, and that's why they started. I mean, I knew this would happen. I really did know this would happen, that it would spike in the fall. And I'm starting to get really anxious. I'm starting to just want some kind of end in sight. There seems like no end in sight to all this. And it's frightening, disturbing. I mean, it's just sad, and it's devastating, and this year has been horrible for pretty much everybody. My parents aren't adventure people like me. They don't care about, I mean, they don't care. I mean, I'm saying, Mom, what if you never, you're in your 70s, what if you never saw your grandkids again? I mean, I know I would never want to expose my niece or nephew or my brother's family at all. I haven't seen them in over a year. I haven't been out of state in over a year. I have been on a little few excursions here and there. But I mean, my parents don't even want to travel very far in the state of New Mexico now, which is just driving me nuts. I mean, I understand. I completely agree with it. At the same time, your mental health suffers because people are fatigued, they're spent, because they just see no one in sight. They've lost optimism. I've lost optimism. I have totally, really lost the optimism that my mom kept saying, oh, it's going to get better, it's going to get better. We have all this time until the holidays, until your birthday in February. We have all this time, and look what's happening probably a month before Thanksgiving, where you have to kind of make travel plans if you're going on a long, 12-hour road trip and then spending I don't know how long in Boise. So you got to make plans for that. I mean, it's not like something spur of the moment where you go on a big trip like that. So it would be our first, big trip in over a year. So, I am, I guess California has pretty tough restrictions. New Mexico is the toughest in the country. I'm just fatigued, spent. I get anxious when I can't leave my house or just not go very far and have to do stuff in my neighborhood because my neighborhood's not real commercial. It's not real, and we don't really have any parks either. We have little secluded spots we can sit like this, but we don't have really any parks in this neighborhood. I'd have to walk like further west, and it's a pretty long walk. It's not that far in a car, but it is a pretty long walk, and I mean, even in cooler weather, it's just a really long walk. Even for somebody in shape, it's a long walk. But it's just exhausting to me, and it's scary, because if I never got to see my niece and nephew in like 5 years or something, 2 years, 5 years, whatever, and it would break my heart if my parents, God forbid, never did see their grandchildren again. I mean, because they can't really travel here either. My brother's family, and it's just really hard. It's depressing. It makes me anxious with my PTSD. I mean, these laws and stuff that they're, they wouldn't let me. They can't permit me to go do one-on-one counseling for my PTSD because I would have to do it on the phone, and the phone therapy is not effective to me at all. It's calls get dropped here anyway, and you can't finish a conversation, and it's like, it just gets too stressful just to, you have to be ready at a exact certain time, like every single week, which is really difficult to plan, or just to plan around that. And I don't want to sound like I'm complaining or bitching, but it is really hard. And I know many people are mentally and physically exhausted. My parents seem to be doing okay, and as far as emotionally, and and they say, oh well, this is affecting us too. We can't go out. I mean, they have a car. Each of them have their own car, so they could, if they were that adventurous type who like to drive places and walk around and explore, they could do it. They just choose not to. They don't mind. They really don't mind sitting in front of a TV like more than half the hours in any day, so I mean, that's just not me. That's not who I am. My TV doesn't even work. I don't watch TV, I used to sometimes watch Netflix or YouTube I watched YouTube on my TV for a while. TV just really has no place in my life anymore. It's something of the past generation, MTV generation in the 80s and even in the 90s with, shows like Beavis and Butthead, X-Files. Those were my favorite shows in the 90s. I had a few other ones. But no, I'm not a TV person at all. I'd rather get real news off the internet, real time and real people. And I'm finding I'm learning a lot, and I've become more open minded, and I never liked politics before. Now I'm really getting into this Libertarian Party thing. My beliefs are that probably of a radical libertarian. I just have strong beliefs in the government not controlling people as much and letting people make, if it's not like a harmful decision, just to let people make these decisions about their health care for themselves. They have that right to make health care decisions for themselves, and not having someone like the government, big government, tell them they can't take this medication. They can't, they have to marry somebody rich to have this, to have your health or your insurance. It's just crazy. It really is nowadays, and that's why I'm voting Libertarian. I have to do that. I have to get my vote. I'm probably going to do it in person here in New Mexico. And I like the candidate a lot. It's a woman, and very intelligent, very well spoken, very on point, and very right on. I don't agree with necessarily every single point she makes. I mean, they are valid points. I don't necessarily agree with every single one, but she does have valid points, and she is looking out for the American people, the poor, and the disadvantaged. I'm not that disadvantaged, really. I have a home. I have food. Most of the time when I can afford it, I don't have a lot of extra stuff. So I am pretty down in the dumps and bored and turning to think. I haven't turned back to alcohol, but I have turned back to tobacco and back to vaping and stuff. So I'm just really bored, and I get extremely stressed out when I have to deal with my super liberal parents and who don't support my future. They don't support my future. They will vote Democrat. They will believe that the Democrats want to help me, which they don't. I believe in bringing the troops home. I had a family member killed in Afghanistan about 10 years ago. Young, 26 years old, cousin's husband, and my ex-boyfriend, common law husband, because we were together 10 years in the military intelligence, and so I know a lot about what's going on with, I won't get into that. I'm not, I don't want to get into politics. I never was until this year, honestly, until this year. I haven't, like I was saying yesterday, I haven't voted in 12 years. I'd never liked either one of the candidates for the last 12 years, so I just figured if I can't vote my heart, then I'm not going to vote at all. I'm not going to vote for somebody to please my parents or whatever, just to vote, because to me that's a waste of vote, to vote the way your family wants you to vote, or the way somebody else believes, and my parents need to be more open-minded. And my dad's getting better. I know he voted Democrat without even asking him, but he does support. He wanted me to research the Libertarian candidate, and damn, am I glad I did, because I love her. She's right on. She'll be the first woman president. She's so much better than any other candidate out there. So anyway, yep, the last of the sunshine for the day. So that's my 2 cents on that. I hope you're all doing well this Sunday, the last day of the weekend. Weeks and weekends aren't any, every day is the same for me anyway. Well, for a lot of people, it's like, what's the difference between Monday and Friday and Sunday? What's the difference? It's all, so many people are at home. Getting out when they need to, absolutely need to, for essentials. I didn't want this like that. So, I don't know. Please pray for me. I mean, it could be worse, could be better, could be worse. You know, you just gotta. They say, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and take what comes. That's all you can do. That's all you can do nowadays. And some people are getting to the point they're so fatigued and frustrated. They're like, "I'll give you a hug. You know, I'll shake your hand. I don't care. You know, we're all gonna probably be exposed or probably get this. You know, eventually. You know, so I don't believe in the end of the world coming or anything like that. I don't, because these pandemics and unrest have been part of our history for a extremely long time. So, you guys, please feel free to leave my comment section. I really wish I could bring you top-notch quality content every day. Fortunately, I can't. I really appreciate people watching my videos. I've discovered since I quit drinking that if you put like in water or any other like an energy drink, a soda, not coffee, that would make you sick, but if you put a spice in it, either garlic powder or ginger, it's a pretty good feeling, better even than getting a buzz from alcohol. It's more like a head buzz. It's just a really good feeling. It's helped, you know, it helps the cravings and the wanting, the feeling of the alcohol buzz for me. Alcohol buzz, I mean, I always loved it for a long time, the taste of alcohol, but, you know, buzz isn't bad, you know. I'm hoping to, you know, I am going to buy a costume for Halloween. I decided I don't know if I don't have the money to buy two, because I really can't decide between hippie chick or 20s flapper or Marshmallow the DJ. Leaning towards Marshmallow the DJ because it's kind of a crazy looking costume with this big, huge ass marshmallow face mask thing. And yeah, sun's shining or reflecting there. I don't know how much the mask costs. The costume, I mean, they have the kids version, and then of course I'm going to do the adults, which is like a leather jacket. They have a leather jacket with an M for marshmallow. It's crazy looking, but crazy is fun to me. Crazy. I don't want to be ordinary. I really don't. I want to be unique. I want to be an individual. I want to be myself. I don't want to be afraid of who I am. I've gotten a lot more confident on camera, which I never was. I always worried, you know, about my facial expressions. Are people gonna judge me or just not be interested because I have weird facial expressions, or my, you know, I was always real camera shy, and I've really overcome that. I've become more outspoken about my beliefs, being online so much more now, and I used to be afraid of what people would think to speak my mind on issues and things like that. I'm becoming less like that, because if people don't hear you, then they won't empathize or understand you. They won't. If you have to get out there and prove you have a voice, give voice to the voiceless, you really have to do that nowadays. Because if you want to see change, be the change. You know, be proactive, be outspoken. You know, I've been bullied so much my whole life that I never stood up to people. I never spoke my mind. I let people take advantage of me, and I never told them, hey, you know, I started doing it within the last few months of my time in Chicago, because I just got so sick of being taken advantage of by, you know, people I thought were my friends at work or wherever, you know, using me to sign out on their time card when I worked for them, and they wanted to party, and, you know, they were getting paid for my work. Okay, that is cheating, and that is wrong to intentionally take advantage of somebody like that. So that's just the way it is. Not even an opinion, it's a fact. So I'm really happy to be in this. I sometimes need days like this, and Sunday's a good day, or Monday, to regroup your thoughts and get ready for the coming week, whatever that may bring. And, I gotta tend to my house, my cat, my laundry, cleaning my kitchen, just normal everyday household tasks. I haven't even done any art in like forever. I mean, I like jewelry making, I like drawing, drawing and painting and things like that. I need to get back into that. I don't know that I would need to buy any supplies, but I do need some like those crystal pendants for my jewelry making. They're very cheap at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Instead of buying needless Halloween decor, which I'm sure I have, and I need to put out the rest of it because we only have, 13 days left to Halloween. I had so much last year getting from Target or wherever, I don't know, Walmart or Dollar Tree. But I have so much Halloween decor, I don't need to be buying more, even if it's like $1. It's just kind of a waste of money. So maybe I will do a video tonight. Maybe I will focus on the Halloween decor while in the midst of doing household obligations and do some decorating of my place. I love decorating. Not so much like Christmas. I mean, I have a fall leaf wreath on my door. But Christmas decorating, everybody does that. So it's just like not as exciting as it once was now that I've gotten older. But I do like Halloween. Halloween is one of my favorite, I wouldn't call it a holiday, a celebration. It's just fun, I'm different. I like to, and I'm creative, so I like to have fun with things like that. Halloween. I'm trying to think, not so much the other holidays, just because, I don't know, like things like Dia de los Muertos, November 1st, and Day of the Dead. I like Chinese New Year, which, I'm a kind of anti-Valentine's person in favor of. I like Chinese New Year. And unfortunately, places like Party City don't have enough, party decorations supplies for that, just because I don't know, they just don't. They probably wouldn't make that much money on it, so I guess that's why. But I just want you all to know, please, of course, like, comment, feel free. You are my supporters, you are my friends, and nothing you can say would feel offensive towards me. Nothing at all could feel offensive, because I know you support me, I know you care about me, because you're watching my channel and you have subscribed, and that really means a lot to me in these times. Well, I mean, it means a lot to me because it helps me build my confidence. I mean, even though I'm not making money on YouTube, I still just love what I do so much, and have been so inspired to continue, even though I'm not making money. So it's like there's never going to be any monetary thing involved with this. Never. I mean, I can't anyway, for reasons I can't disclose about my financial situation. But so thank you very much. Let me take some ginger water. Shit, that wasn't spilled down my face. But anyway, I will do a Halloween decor of my home video tonight, so please feel free to watch that when I get it together. It's not going to be real elaborate. I mean, I've always thought it'd be cool to turn my house into like some Gothic cathedral or something. That'd be really awesome. I wanted to do it last year, but I didn't have money to go that all out like that. So, thank you. Love you. Happy Sunday evening. Take care, y'all. Peace.